Hey, good morning, and we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show at 8:30 every Tuesday morning. It's time for Karla's Corner. And how are you today, Karla?
Good. How are you? I figure you'd be in a great mood.
I am in a good mood. I'm not in a bad mood. We have a lot going on today, this week, just in general. So I'm not in a bad mood. UNC won.
I know.
I have the bottle that I could keep. You know, last night with about 2 minutes to play, I was like, okay, do I have to go take the bottle off the table, my UNC bottle in the morning? Please, come on, guys.
It was close. I normally don't watch a lot of the college basketball, but Charlie turned it on, and I was like, you're going to laugh at this. I'm like, who are they playing? I had no idea who was it. It's Gonzaga. Did I say it right? Yeah. He's like, they're always in the top. I'm like, never heard of them.
They're a good program. Gonzaga is a good program. It was, I think, last night the first time they've ever been in a championship game. So the actual national championship game. They have good program, always up there, strong team, but just couldn't finish off last night, UNC.
Well, I was glad to see that they, in my use of words, got it together at the end.
Okay, so since we're not really doing the greatest basketball wrap-up in the world.
Well, I did bring, sorry, I got something in my eye. I brought, I sent to Sam some things that we have coming up. But first we're going to be talking about keeping Gilmer beautiful, but we can talk about it from, like this weekend, worked in my yard all weekend. I'm in so much pain. I'm so sore from carrying mold.
I've seen pictures, yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. But people don't understand. You don't have to plant flowers and spend a lot of money just to keep things looking good. You can get trash up, pull some weeds, mow your grass, just simple things.
What are you trying to say?
No, I'm just saying there's simple things that you can do just in your front yard or at your business to make things look good. I'm out of words this morning. Lowe's can help you. Ace Hardware can help you. There are things there that you can go get, very cheap, weed killer, things like that, to make your yard look better, to make things look clean. But on a bigger note, keep Gilmer beautiful.
So you cut the grass, clean your yard up, and now you have to come and tell us all about how, we could get our shit together too?
Yes.
And where to go?
Because it drives me crazy.
Really? Wow. Okay, folks. Karla cleaned her yard up, mowed her grass, had an opportunity to get the weed killer out, and for little expense, she has this great looking property, and you need to get to work. I'm just listening.
I'm not being a smart aleck. I'm just saying that all you got to do, and we have recycle centers in Gilmer County that you can take trash to. There are plenty of opportunities to just pick up the trash. Like, I'll throw Charlie under the bus.
Whoa, Charlie's getting it too here.
He can't stand to have trash in his car. So if he gets in the car in the morning and he still has a bottle or he drank a Coke or something in his car, he'll throw it out in the yard and he'll pick it up later. Drives me nuts that there's this bottle laying out. Even if it's for 24 hours, there's a bottle laying in my front yard. Drives me crazy. But there are ways to just clean up the trash, people, and make things look better. There's certain people in our community that took the initiative to just make things look cleaner. Do you have the median picture? Mm-hmm. This is Maddie's median is what we call it. This lady who's a chamber member, she took this little median on the corner of, I'm pointing, but y'all don't know what I'm pointing at. Sorry.
Oh, I know what it's at.
On the corner of Progress and South Main, Old Highway 5.
Yes.
In front of Heritage Propane. And she was like, this could be nicer. This could be pretty. And so she just, on her own, decided to maintain it and make it look better. And that's the mentality that we should
Now,
have.
who did that?
Her name's Maddie. She's one of our
Maddie,
chamber
I want to
members.
give you a shout out because when I go down that way or take a left up Progress, I look and I say, you know, that's nice. That's really nice. That's cleaned up and it looks good.
My favorite one was when she did the sign and it said "A Little Town" at Christmas, and she had the little Christmas trees on either
Right.
side. But she themes it around each season. Like, I think right now it says "Lucky Life" in LJ, or lucky, something about being lucky, and it's green for St. Patrick's Day. But she changes out the signs seasonally. But I mean, what a nice thing to just look at something that was drab and not pretty and just spent a little bit of time and effort. She works really hard not to be seen cleaning it up, but she just likes it to be this mystery of it being clean and nice. But I mean, it takes stuff like that that's awesome, where somebody just says, I'm going to make this better. So we also have another group in Gilmer County, Keep Gilmer Beautiful. Some of you may have heard of it. They existed, but now they've kind of revitalized and they're trying to do some new things. But they have a cleanup coming up. Do you have that flyer?
The Earth Day or the Korner?
The Earth Day. So Keep Gilmer Beautiful is doing a cleanup on April 22nd. And I'm taking my kids because my kids have never picked up trash for their community, and they're going to pick up trash for the community.
Well, you're on a roll today.
I am. I'm like all like up in arms because like there's this place near my house, and it's owned by a corporate business, not a local business. It's corporate. The trash drives me crazy. Like, I've took pictures of it and sent it to corporate because it's so bad. And it's a trafficked, I can't say that word, well-traveled area of tourists and people who live in this community. And I mean, it's awful. All you see is garbage. And it's a horrible message to send to people. So, although I can't fix that because it's privately owned property, corporate property, Keep Gilmer Beautiful is going to provide some trash bags. Get out. We're going to help clean up the parks and the community and make them look nice. And Harrison Park has been doing some cleanup days as well. They don't have one coming up, but this is the most recent one coming up. Another one that's coming up is the Karla River cleanup, where Karla River Experience gets everybody together, and on May 13th, and we go and we pick up trash on the road. I've never been able to do this because it's always been the same weekend as Apple Blossom.
Right.
But I don't know if you noticed, but I got a kayak.
Yes, I noticed.
And I'm pretty excited about cleaning up and helping doing the river cleanup this year because I've never got to do it before. And the kids have their kayaks, so we're going to help clean up the river this year.
Did Charlie get a kayak?
No, he has a boat.
All right, so you have 2 kayaks. And
We
you
have
put
3.
Okay.
The kids each have one.
So you put them in the front yard.
No, just mine. I just had to. Okay, so I get this kayak. It's an inflatable kayak. And Charlie, what happened was I went to go get a non-inflatable kayak, and Charlie just sat there and was like, yeah, I want to see you get this thing on your car. I want to see you be able to do that. While we were trying to figure out how we were going to be able to do that, this guy just randomly walks up to us, and he's like, are y'all locked out of your car? And we're like, no, we're not locked out of our car. We're trying to figure out how to get a kayak up here. And he's like, oh, well, I got one of those inflatable ones. I'm like, oh, do what? I'm thinking like inflatable, like you put it in the swimming pool, not like it can actually go in rivers and stuff. And he's like, no, I'll show you which one I have. It's great. I've had it like 3 years. It's a really good kayak. Well, we get in there. I'm like, that won't hold me. And so I start looking at all the specs and looking at the reviews, and I'm like, dang, this is a good kayak. So we ended up getting it. And so then Charlie was like, okay, you got this kayak. Now you need to show me that you can carry it, blow it up, deflate it, because I'll be, I won't have any help doing this.
So Charlie said you had to go through all this testing?
He just wanted to see it, but I think that he also wanted to see me do it, as, because that's, I guess, humorous. He just sat on the front porch in the chair and was like, laughing at me as I'm trying to figure out how to blow this thing up, and then even worse, how to deflate it and get it back into the bag, which didn't happen. It's like a tent. Once you take it out, it never goes back in the bag.
So, social media and the whole world sees you and Charlie sitting in kayaks on the ground, taking a picture, right?
Yeah, we had to test it, make sure it didn't have any holes in it, things like that. That's good to know before you get in the water.
Okay, so you got a kayak.
I got a kayak.
So you're going to clean up the river.
We're going to clean up the river. We're going to clean up the parks. Drives me. Have you ever been down to River Park?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the trash at River Park?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it awful? My favorite is when they sit it on the ground next to the trash can. That's my favorite. I'm like, it's literally 2 feet to the hole that you would just put it in.
Well, I'm going to fully support you and tell you that I do not like trash, and I think, and obviously, I think it needs to stay in the car until I can find somewhere to throw it out. So, you know, my bottles and stuff I guess once a week I go and I clean out the car and get all the bottles. Or
I try to do it when I pump gas.
Right, or something like that.
As long as it's not mail.
But
like I'm not going to throw my mail out.
Never throw it out the window or leave it on the ground and stuff like that. So I'm going to agree with that. And I think, what?
When I was a little kid, we had to go, we were at church, and we were in a small group, and they were saying, well, we're all going to go around and confess one thing that we're all, our vice.
Oh, Lord.
And my nanny, she says, I'm a litter bug. I just can't stand that trash. This was back when the Piggly Wiggly had the little pink coupons. And she couldn't stand, they give her those pink coupons, those pink sticker things that you get, you know, stamps or whatever.
Right.
And she couldn't stand them. And bubblegum wrappers, she couldn't stand stuff in her car. And she's like, she's like, I'm a litter bug. That was her vice, and she admitted it right in church.
So you're here today to
I
tell
guess
about your
that's
poor little granny. I mean, I'm a little confused. You came and jumped. You know, you just let us all know how you had your grass cut and you had everything around your house.
I'm just saying,
There's
Lowe's,
reason.
Ace, they will help you get stuff cleaned up.
Poor little granny, you have to tell everybody in the world that, you know, she just threw her gum wrappers out the window and went on with it.
Well, you know.
That was confession at the
I
church.
guess back in the day, you know, maybe. Well, you remember the 3 R's, and they used to have all those campaigns about the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle.
What?
When I was a kid, I mean, it was right there with DARE, the DARE program. You had reduce, reuse, recycle. That's what they taught the kids, and then you had the DARE program for the drugs. So you had they were taking care of everything. And you know what I saw, and you're gonna love this. I saw it this morning on the news. They had on CBS this morning.
Tell me what you saw.
Chelsea Clinton was on there promoting her new book about environmentally friendly and trying to help kids become aware of how they can contribute to. Okay, that's excessive. Just tell your kids to pick up the crap in the yard.
Oh my God.
It's the truth. My kids leave a ball in the yard. I'm making them go out there and get it, because that ball is going to end up in my woods. And then I'm going to have to go out in the woods and fetch the ball because they left it in the front yard. So I have a big, one of those big planters, and I have it says balls on the front of it, and that's where they put all their balls on the porch so that they're not rolling off into my neighbor's yards or whatever. But I can't stand it. I cannot stand people who leave stuff laying out in the yard. Drives me crazy. Clean it up.
We are learning a lot about you.
Clean up the trash. That's all I'm saying.
So you don't like your kids you tell your kids to go pick up their.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They had to pick up trash this weekend. They had to help pull weeds.
Did they?
Yeah, it became almost a game to them, because I gave them one of those tiny little shovels, and they were in the yard just digging up their little weeds, and I gave them buckets to put the weeds in. And
let's recap. When is Earth Day and Keep Gilmer Beautiful?
Keep Gilmer Beautiful Earth Day is April 22nd.
April 22nd, mark your calendar.
And then May 12th, I think, is the river cleanup.
May 12th is river cleanup. And we do want to...
May 13th, sorry, I can't see that number.
We do want to participate and do all we can to help keep our community clean. And although Karla has said some colorful things that I
colorful.
Yeah, I won't say these kind of words on my show.
No, you say other stuff.
No, I don't. I just can't.
He keeps it clean on Karla's Korner, but catch him before or after or during a campaign.
At 9:05. But tune back in. But yes, we want to. I agree with you. I don't like litter. I can't stand it. I cannot stand litter. I can't stand see somebody throw something out the car window. I cannot see that. Clean the trash up. Do not throw it out the window. And, you know, if you want to go there, nothing bugs me anymore. See, I travel 515 north and south every day.
It's so
and
bad.
The summer cut, when DOT does the summer cut, and we see what people have been throwing out.
Yes.
So I can't stand that.
To me is the worst. Like, I don't go to Atlanta very often, but I think it was about a month ago I went down there. We picked Charlie's mom up from the airport, and we were coming back up 575, and I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe the amount of trash on the sides of the road. I mean, it was hanging in the trees and in the brush.
Summer cut up 515. It's very disturbing to me that people throw stuff out. So please don't throw stuff out. And please help us clean up. And you know what? The Keep Gilmer Beautiful, let me say, the Keep Gilmer Beautiful program, I don't want to start naming names because I don't want to leave anybody out. Great group of people. You can volunteer year-round, not just this day. Keep Gilmer Beautiful program. You can volunteer year-round. They'd love to have you. And
you can adopt a road.
You can adopt a county road. Yep. You can adopt a portion of the county road in the Keep Gilmer Beautiful program and get involved. They provide the safety vest. They provide the bags. They provide things to help you pick up those little clamps to help pick it up, put it in the bag. And you know,
when I was little, our Girl Scout troop adopted a road, and we would have to go out
what
there.
I think you should do?
What?
I think you should do your community service and not be told by the judge. You know.
I was a Girl Scout. I've never had to do community service a day in my life, other than on my own accord.
Did you miss what I'm saying? Is like, why do you have to wait to be told by a judge that you have to do 2 hours, 200 hours? Why don't you just jump in and do your community service?
Do your part.
Do your part.
Do your part. It's not that hard. Plenty of trash cans out there. Free trash service.
So as a Girl Scout, you got in trouble and had to clean up the highway?
No, we adopt our troop. I had a road that we adopted. It was where the old bargain barn is, off old 5 going towards Tate. And my mom, our troop leader, we were out there picking up trash.
It's spring break, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's spring break. I get to see all of my friends' pictures at the beach and at Disney World and in the Smokies. And I'm sitting here thinking, I get a root canal this afternoon.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Are you not having some dental work done today?
Yes.
Would you be okay?
Little anxious about it.
Why? Have you never had a root canal?
Nope.
Oh, you'll be all right. It would be nothing. Don't be worried about it. So it's spring break, and the kids are cleaning up around the house. I think it's great. And when do they go back to school?
Monday.
So there you go. It'll be over soon.
Yeah, I thought tomorrow was going to be the pretty day, but then the weather forecast changed. Now today, of course, the day I have to go to the dentist is the pretty day. And so we were supposed to...
The weekend was beautiful.
The weekend was gorgeous. We had...
Other than I'm fighting a little pollen problem. But.
Well, this rain is, I think, helping a lot.
Yes.
I can appreciate this rain, but we're going to go paddle with Carlene for Stay Active LJ on Saturday.
So you're going to go... Carter's, we talked about that. You're not going night, right? It's not a night.
No, it's not night. It's like 1 o'clock.
Right, okay. Because you know what happens.
It's going to be a little
cool. You know my concern at night.
No.
The Wookalar.
Oh, the Wookalar. They used to say there was like a loch nest in Carter's.
Nope. Always concern yourself with the Wookalar. Anyhow. Did you go look it up last week? Well,
She did. She showed it to me.
Right. Make fun of me.
Still not really sure.
Yeah. I'm your host, BKP. It's always, if it's Tuesday, 8:30, it's time for Karla's Corner, the Gilmer Chamber. There's so much going on in North Georgia and all the surrounding areas. You know, we were here talking about the some things that happen on this show that people like the information. The wine tour, what was that, a couple
Spring
weeks?
Wine Highway.
Yeah. I had several friends tell me that they went on that and they really enjoyed that.
Well, good. It looked really busy from all the pictures everybody was posting.
I had some friends that said they went on the Spring Highway wine tour, so that was big. And we have so many things going on in North Georgia. But if you want to stop by the Chamber of Commerce, they're located on 515 North.
We're not loaded. We're located.
Try it again.
The wine thing, you know, you just kind of played right into it. Just saying.
Stop by and say hello to Karla, 515 North on the northbound side, the Chamber of Commerce there. Big green sign on the highway. Stop in, say hello, and they have friendly people there that will, if you're visiting the area, there's all kinds of what we call the push cards where all the things are there, the things that you can do. Also, the calendar of events are on the Chamber website. Go to the Chamber, Gilmer Chamber website and look at the calendar. Earth Day, Keep Gilmer Beautiful, River Cleanup, all of these things we talk about are on the calendar. And, you know, become a member of the Chamber today. And don't think it's just for business owners. You can get an individual membership, and the networking is great. So become a member today. Stop by and say hello to Karla. Not this afternoon. She got to go for a root canal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Is
this
there
afternoon.
anything we forgot?
Not today. I will say that last week's episode where we covered spring break and all the things you can do, I had so many friends like private message me on Facebook or text me, and they were like, I saw your show. Can you like send me that list? Like tell me what all that was again? I want to go do. And I had several friends that actually are doing some of the things that we talked about on the show. I had a friend yesterday. She posted a picture. They went up to Springer Mountain to the Three Forks Trail, and that's one of the family hiking trails that we had listed. And I had another one. They went out to Carter's and did some activities. And anyway, so we're getting a lot of feedback.
If last week you would have added into our staycation week of events, cleaning up and cutting the grass, maybe some of your friends would have done that this week and you wouldn't be complaining so bad.
Listen, I do it when I got time to do it.
You understand?
Listen, we cleaned. That's all that matters. Oh, and I got my first patio set. I'm so excited.
A patio set?
I've never had one. I'm just like so excited.
Really? A patio set?
I'm pretty thrilled. I've wanted one since we bought the house, and I've got this beautiful deck, and I never can sit on it because I don't have any chairs.
Oh, I sit out on the porch, and let me tell you something. I gotta just say this before we close. I just love it. I've sat out on a porch. I can stay out there till 10 and 11 at night now because of the weather. Sit out there, just me and the dog.
I've started going out and sitting on the porch in the mornings and drink my coffee. I just love it. I just love being able to sit outside.
out there.
Oh, well, I don't have that fancy stuff. I just have my beautiful yard with my chirping birds.
Yeah, okay, we gotta go. We gotta get back. No longer will we chirp here until next Tuesday at 8:30. But you can catch this episode on our YouTube channel, FYN TV, Fetch Your News. We'll have it up later today. I'm your host, BKP, and this is Karla, and you've been watching Karla's Corner. We come back, we're going to get right back into where we left off concerning Susan Rice. So I'm your host, BKP. Take us a break.